concept of beauty is one that has been explored for centuries. For Aristotle, beauty is a gift of God. Oscar Wilde described beauty as a form of genius. Helen Keller said that the best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen nor touched, but are felt in the heart. I set out on my own journey to discover where the heart of beauty lies.
My name is Riandi Booyens, I'm 23 years old and I'm the current Miss Africa. I only enter competitions that has a cause and I'm not going for the title, I'm actually going for the platform that I can use to help others and to actually make a difference. Well, at first my mom entered me for a kind of a etiquette course when I was still very small. I was extremely shy and I started doing the etiquette course and then later I moved on to modeling courses. So I started entering competitions, but I soon realized that I'm not going to enter any competition. I'm only going to do competitions that I actually believe in what they stand for. I like to be an activist on the issues that I deem important. So I don't only want to be a pretty face, I want to be able to say what I want and make a difference in that respect. So I've done hundreds of competitions and the most important ones that I really enjoyed was Miss Northwest that I did because I come from Klerksdorp in the Northwest Province. And the other type of competitions is I entered Miss Teen Globe when I was 18 years old. Miss Teen Globe South Africa, and I won that competition. And I also represented South Africa at the Miss Teen World competition where I placed in the top 12. And further than that, my newest title is Miss Africa. And after that, I do feel that I won't be competing in any competitions further because I have got my platform and I have something to work from, not the day that my title stops or when I hand over my crown, but to go on with the charity work, etc. as my life goes on after I've crowned. I think that beauty is not outer beauty, I think it's inner beauty, and I do think that the heart of beauty is compassion at the end of the day, because it's compassion with people, it's compassion with your surrounding, it's being in touch with everyone around you and not with yourself, because an extremely beautiful girl can stand there and the moment that you see her personality or attitude, then you immediately change your opinion about her. So I do think it's compassion with people makes you beautiful. I'm also an ambassador for the Florida Baby House. It's one of the charities that if I go and spend time there, by the time that I leave, they've actually enriched my lives, and I lie in bed in the evenings and laugh about the things that they have done the day. I did the 30-30 project, which was 30 projects in 30 days, which I did after my normal working hours. So that was over weekends and in the evenings, etc. And my main focus with that was to give my time, not necessarily donate things or give money or anything else, but to give my time, because most charities do have the basic things they need, but there's not a lot of people that donate their time and actually go play with the children or go spend time with the old age home. While I was still studying at the University of Johannesburg, my ladies' residence, Skoonveld, we did a project together, we raised money and we adopted a penguin. How it works, it's Sandkop, they're in Cape Town, and their whole goal is to save the African penguins, which is actually busy going extinct. What they do is you can sponsor a penguin for a year, and it's actually such a small amount if you think that those people, sometimes it takes a year for them to rehabilitate them and put them back into the sea. So we adopted a penguin, we actually adopted 2 penguins and gave them names as well, and I do think it's an initiative that people should get involved with because it's so easy, it doesn't take your time. If you want to give something but you don't have time but you can maybe contribute money, then it's a great cause, or maybe raise money towards that cause. Hi Swerveld is a charity that I got involved with while still living in Skoonveld Ladies Residence. For me, it's also about giving your time, because at the end of the day, There's ladies, old ladies and old gentlemen that sit there. They have photos against the wall about their children, etc. But they always tell you they haven't been here for a month, or maybe they're living overseas, etc. So for me as well, to go to visit them and actually hear their stories, see what they knitted for their grandchildren, see their photos, see their life stories that they're willing to share with you, for me it's just an absolute honor to visit them and actually spend time with them. Because I do think that the whole wisdom of the whole nation lies with the old age home. They have so much stories, they have so much to share, so I always try to get out to them as well.
We handed out about 65 teddy bears to children in the Rahima Musa Mother and Child Hospital. The children are all allowed to have their mothers with them, and that's what made the hospital so incredible, that they actually allow the mothers to stay in the hospital with the children. The reason that I decided to give out teddy bears at a hospital is because although you spend time with the children, you actually leave them with something that they can hold on to. If they are scared or lonely during the night, or maybe uncertain about what the future holds, they will still have that teddy bear with them. And that's why I decided to do a teddy bear drive and to hand the teddy bears out, especially at a hospital, so that they actually have something when they are alone or when they are scared.
I can be your prayer of home. I can be your peace of every day. I can be your tide of heaven. I can be your hints of what's to come.
The girls that win beauty pageants and that's ambassadors for different titles go out there and they work. They spend their time donating it to the less fortunate. And I do think that people, they're always quick to criticize beauty queens, but they're never there when you do your community service project. Then everyone always wants to say, but I'm only one person, I can't make a difference. But if you take 1 million people and they all say, I'm only one person at the end of the day, then you're losing the whole point of it. We don't want to be the generation that our grandchildren one day said that everyone warned them, everyone told them what was going to happen, and still they went on being selfish and living selfishly. So I do think it's compassion. It's compassion with people makes you beautiful. Because by helping others, you're actually helping yourself. Because you walked out of there and you're inspired and you're actually motivated, and you're just glad that you were able to help them as well.
My journey with Riandi has been life-changing. Through her love and kindness, I have learned that the heart of beauty is the beauty of heart.
I can be the